Hi, I'm Brandon, owner of Xtreme Mats. Today I want to tell you about the benefits of owning an under sink cabinet mat by Xtreme Mats versus some of the other products out on the market there today. So first, Xtreme Mats are flexible. They're easy to install into a cabinet with a center stile or garbage disposal, other items that may be underneath your cabinet right now. By having a flexible mat, it's easier to maneuver underneath there and get it in. But even though it is flexible, it is rigid enough. You can hold it. You kind of see that if there were some water in there, you are able to get it in and out to clean it off. Second, our mat offers 4 walls, basically side walls around the mat that will contain water in the event of a leak or a product spill. So our mat with the 4 walls on a 36-inch mat, our CM36, will hold 3 gallons of water. We hold more water than any other mat on the market today. I've been asked, does it absorb? No, it does not absorb. It actually contains the water within the walls. It will sit there so you're able to get home, get the repair fixed, and extract all the water out of the mat by using some sort of shop vac if the water is full to the top, or towel, sponge, paper towels, what have you. Now, excuse me, some may ask, the texture, why is there a texture? So our purpose for the texture was to keep the items off the very bottom of the mat. If you had paper goods on here and you had a leak, instead of the water soaking up into the paper towels, you're actually able to, the water will pool in the lower areas and get back to a water sensor if you have it in the mat. If you purchased it elsewhere, you may have had to buy it as an option. When you actually buy an Xtreme under sink cabinet mat from our website, you actually get a free water sensor that looks like this, that can go in the integrated water sensor area within our mat. So once again, the texture is here to keep all the items up along the top of the mat, allowing the water to get back to the water sensor to trigger an alarm to let you know that there was in fact is in fact a leak. So the mat and the material it's made of, very easy to clean up. If there's a spill of any sort, just use a sponge, paper towel, whatever, wipe it off. We suggest during like a spring cleaning, take a look, pull everything off the mat, look and see if there's any residue from any leaking. You may see a dried up area with some discoloring from water or dirt that had dried up, which can be wiped off. It didn't hurt the mat, but at least give you an indication if there was a leak underneath your around your sink faucet, soap dispenser, Insta-Hot, spray head, anything like that, or even maybe the sealant around the bottom of an undermount sink. So those are all indications of things you may need to fix if you don't physically see any water, but you see the presence that there was water. So once again, wipe it down. Use any type of Mother's vinyl treatment or anything which can clean it up, polish it up, looking brand new. Our mats come in 2 colors. This is gray, kind of a dark gray, and then we have a beige as well, which is here. And that kind of gives you an example of the 2 different colors. This may look black depending on what you're looking, what video and how you're seeing it, but it actually is a dark gray. And this is the almond. As I mentioned, there was the integrated water sensor location. You should be able to maybe see here. The mats, the side edges flare out, the back flares out, and the front sits up at 90. The 90, obviously you want your doors here, water sensor location in the very back of the cabinet. And when you're trying to size the right Xtreme mat for your cabinet, you want to take a look at our measuring chart. There's 2. You're going to see a minimum and maximum size. Maximum is the very top. Minimum is the small. We used to show kind of top and bottom measurements. Basically, what you want to look at is the minimum measurement. As long as your cabinet can fit the bottom measurement, the top can flex in. And this is basically, the reasoning behind this is all of the sink-based cabinets that are out there all have a standard width size, 36, 33, 30, etc., and larger. But the inside measurements change on the tooling between manufacturers. So some may be off 5/8 of an inch or so on the inside. So with us having our sidewalls flexed out, it makes like more of a custom fit, or flexes nice and tight, in that smaller cabinet. We have 11 sizes. So the 11 sizes make up between the kitchen depth and the vanity depth cabinets. And you are always able to use a vanity depth mat in a kitchen depth cabinet should you need it. Some custom cabinets are made a little different. Because it's custom, maybe it was made a little shallower, so our kitchen depth may not work, but our vanity depth may actually work. Xtreme Mats, we stand behind our product. We offer a lifetime warranty from any product defects. If there's anything wrong you purchase from us, we will return us the product. We'll send you out a new product of no charge if it's manufacturer defect. Product cost, anywhere between $47.95 to $62.95. 62 is one size. It's basically $47.95 to $59.95. And those two main sizes, that includes free shipping by FedEx Ground, free water sensor with every purchase, and a 30-day money-back guarantee. So for any reason you're not happy with it, you can send it back. You do get the free water sensor. We suggest replacing that every 2 years. You can order those from our website, and then we have the two colors available. If for some reason you do not see a size, and this is how we've grown to 11 sizes, is somebody will say, hey, there's something, I need this size, and we start to see more people requesting that size, we'll put that size into production. That's how we are where we are right now. If for some reason there's something you don't see on there, there's a very good possibility it's already in production, but if not, send us an email to customerservice@xtrememats.com. And Xtreme, XTREMEMATS.com. So I hope this explains better about Xtreme Mat, its capabilities, and let's look at some other mats on the market today. So when you're searching for an Xtreme Mat, when you search for an Xtreme Mat or an under-sink cabinet mat, you're probably going to come up with some others. So let's look at some. Here is one product right now. It's out there. It's a cabinet mat that'll show up. This mat here, you'll see, does have a textured surface. It is flexible, so you are able to get it in a cabinet. It's somewhat rigid. It does have 3 walls. Now, why they didn't do a 4th, I don't know. This was their design. They did do a good job flexing out the side to kind of create a snug fit, which was, kind of what we do. The front, you'll need to trim once you install it. And you'll also, if you want to be, if you follow their instructions, you would basically drill, you'll see a little nub here on the bottom. And you're supposed to cut this off actually and drill through this hole into your cabinet so that if any water starts to capture in this lower basin, it's going to leak through the hole, leak underneath your cabinet, and then kind of spill out onto the floor, and that is going to notify you that there is in fact a leak. So their thought is they would rather you see the leak on the floor versus containing it and with some sort of device letting you know. So that's something you could do or you can't do it. I think if you don't do that, this product here will hold 3.4 quarts, I think, up to this front edge and within the 3 side walls. Definitely this mat would be easy to clean. There's not an integrated area for a water sensor, and I know this comes in 2 different colors, the white, and this also comes in tan, and also 10 different sizes. So that is this mat. As far as warranty, that's another thing. Warranty, I did not see anywhere on the manufacturer's website anything in reference to warranty. And right now it was being sold on Amazon. It does not have a price at the time of filming today. So we weren't able to take a look on the price or the warranty, but I assume it will eventually come back on the market. But this is another mat. If you're looking at ours, you may see something like this. This, I want to say when we purchased this, which was a while ago, I want to say it was around $28 or $30. That would have been with shipping through Amazon, I'm assuming, and they have the 30-day money back. So this is one. Now, the other is this sink mat, which you'll see is flexible. You can install it. If you pick it up with potentially any water, it may end up all over the floor, but it is flexible. You'll see that there are 4 walls. They're about 3/8 of an inch tall. The interior walls are about a 1/4 inch tall. So I kind of say these are more edges than really walls, and the reason I say that is because ours are 1 inch tall for kitchen, 3/4 for vanity. So these are, I kind of feel like they're more edges, but let's just say for time being, you've got a perimeter wall right now. This mat does not have a texture. Definitely would be easy to clean. Does not have a water sensor location, but if you put it somewhere in here and there is a leak, at some point when it starts to fill, you know, and gets to wherever you put the water sensor, I'm assuming the water sensor, well, will trigger just hopefully all of your products, and especially if there's any paper products, they're not completely saturated at that point. This manufacturer makes almond or tan, I think they're calling it, and black as the colors. They have 6 sizes. Their sizes are really, it's all trimmable. So unless you need a 36-inch mat, which is what this is, you would just put this in your cabinet. Anything else smaller than that, you need to start trimming. So you'll go in from like a 36, 33, 30, and then maybe come in for vanity. And obviously, the amount of water stuff would be reduced accordingly, especially because this outside perimeter is taller than these inside ones, so it would be even less water in the smaller areas. This mat here, I'm trying to think, I think this was 1 gallon is what the manufacturer shows. They do say it is a limited lifetime warranty on the product, and price point on this product was $29.95 is how they market that. Once you add it to your cart, you'll see another $12 for shipping. So it's a little misleading. You think it's less. Once you add the shipping, it's very close to ours, depending on where it's being shipped. It says shipping may vary, so it could increase after you plug in your address. We did not do so. But this is another product out there. They do have some cutouts here for plumbing, which I don't understand kind of why they did this. And I'll explain our product in a little more detail as well around plumbing. But in this instance, and in some of the videos and the pictures they show, is that you would cut out if your plumbing was in this area. I kind of feel like that defeats the purpose. The whole purpose is to contain water. At least that's the reason of an Xtreme mat. And here, if you cut out around here and insert it, only if the P-trap leaks or a product spill will you actually collect any water. Here, the water would just pull around the piping or drain lines, or if the valves had a leak, and would just still go into the cabinet. Now, you probably could retrofit this in the same way you would retrofit ours. They don't show that. Also, I don't know how these would work because they actually are, they're hollow. So it's gonna make it harder if a pipe was anywhere where there's an edge to seal completely around that, like you would with our mat that I would show you later. So this is the sink mat, and let's try looking at another one. Okay, so here we've got another drip tray. This one, you can see, it's very rigid. You know, it's stiff. Would be very hard to cut. I know this is supposed to be trimmable if you have to cut down on the sides. Kind of each mat you purchase covers 2 sizes. So if you had to cut, if it wasn't one of the original size of the mat and you had to cut it down, it's going to be very hard to cut this product. It is super rigid. And I think you more or less need almost like a cutting tool to do that, because scissors or a razor blade will not do it. The mat does have a textured surface, easy to clean. There's basically kind of 3 walls, once again, you know, you'll see on this product here with a small edge in the front. This one holds, I think, 1.7, let me check on this here real quick. Yeah, 1.7 quarts before it spills over the front edge and out onto the floor. So theory here, I guess, is it catches a little bit, and after that, you'll be notified as it you know, appears on your floor. Sizing, they actually have 12 sizes. They've got 1 extra size than us for a really, really large cabinet. But the color options, which are 2, are almond and silver, this obviously being the almond color. What else can I tell you about this product? There is no water sensor location integrated in. If you do put it up here, there's a very small kind of edge that would happen if you put a water sensor up top before the water pulls out for you to be notified. So you've got less time in the event of a leak or a product spill. And warranty on this, did not see any warranty. Pricing is anywhere between $48 to $72. Once again, that's on Amazon as well, so that would probably be free shipping if it's Prime, and that also would probably have a 30-day money back if you didn't like it for any reason. Probably unless you cut it, I don't know. So this is one of the other products you'll see in the Sink Mat category. You know, and once again, the difference between ours is we have 4 sides, we have an integrated water sensor, we're flexible, we come in 2 colors, pretty much the same sizes, and we offer a lifetime warranty. So let's take a look at another product. Okay, this one, as you can see, is very flexible. So it's easy to get in a cabinet. If you had to pull it out with a little bit of water, once again, I think you'll be wearing it. It'll be all over the floor. It does have 4 walls, so I like that. They actually came up, you know, they wanted to start containing some water. No textured surface, so you are able to place a water sensor anywhere in this mat. If any water does start to pool, once again, kind of same as some of the other mats you may have seen, any of your paper products in here will probably be wet before you're notified, unless the leak's on the opposite side or wherever you put the water sensor. So this here would be easy to clean. The walls, it says on manufacturer, this mat holds 1 gallon. I think it holds more than 1 gallon. I think it's closer to 2 gallons, but I do know that this is very, very flimsy. Obviously the side walls and the side of the cabinet and the back wouldn't bow out, but the front may bow out in the event of a leak. So maybe what they're saying is with a gallon of water, it will contain and the edge won't give way, the sidewall won't give way, and maybe that's why they say it. So we'll go with manufacturer. They said 1 gallon. As far as a easy to clean, I might have already said this, not a problem. Color is really only white, and this is more of a kind of like a bone white. And I'll give you an example why I say bone white. Is here's one of the other products that you kind of see as white. So there is a shade difference, but at least want to let you know, because if you're expecting to get a very white mat and you have a white cabinet, it will look a little kind of antique, a little yellow. I hate to say that, but if you hold white against it, that's kind of what you're going to see. Size, only 1 size. So only for a 36-inch sink base will this fit, and only 1 color. And this is at $59.95 on Amazon, and you know, they can ship it out to you. I think they're new in the business. We just saw them pop up. But you know, I want to show you everything that's out there. But it does have 4 walls. It will contain water up to a point, I think, before this gives way. And price point, it's about $1 more than ours. Ours comes with the free water sensor. Ours comes with a lifetime warranty. And we have 11 sizes. So let's look at one of the other mats. Okay, so here's another one that I don't want to say it's a mat. I hate to say that. I don't know why they say that. It's a piece of fabric. It's a fabric sink mat. It just doesn't contain anything. It's got a waterproof backing, which is really why they're calling it a sink mat. I kind of feel like it's more like a liner, like a fabric liner. You can see there's no side walls. This product comes in a larger piece. You cut it to size, to whatever you need. Colors, I think this charcoal gray, and then there's one that's like a pattern that you can get as well. No real location for a water sensor. I tried to figure out how much water and why they're even calling this an under sink mat. And basically they showed that it's going to hold, or say that it's going to hold 5 times its weight. And it's so many ounces, I can't remember how many ounces, but we basically calculated it out. And based on the weight of this product and how much it should weigh and the weight of a gallon of water it's going to hold 4 cups of water. So at 4 cups of water, this thing's saturated. I don't know when you take it out if it's just going to kind of pour off the sides. No different than putting a towel on the bottom of your cabinet, filling it with water and picking it up. My assumption is the water's still going to run off the sides. Warranty, didn't see anything on warranty. Price point, which I guess is why it's getting some traction on Amazon, is because it's a $9 product to $15. There's probably 10 different people out there, all with a fabric liner of some sort with a plastic backing. So this is what you're going to see. If this is what fits your budget, I'm a little concerned it's a false sense of security. You feel like it's going to protect in the event of a leak and protect your cabinets and your flooring, and it's not, because 4 cups of water, I mean, this is really good if you just spill a little bit of soap. But this is another product out there. I don't think it's in the same league as any of the other sink cabinet mats that I've shown you. It's just about a quarter to a third of the price. So this is one of the other products out there, you know, and what it is. All right, you guys probably all know what this is, a boot tray. You see comments, everybody wants to use a boot tray because it's cheaper than an under sink mat that's out on the market, and it is. And it has 4 walls, it has a textured surface, it's rigid, but it's small enough that you can fit in a cabinet. And while it being small enough, you're able to get it underneath the P-trap, but for the price and being at even $10 to $15, which actually is better than the fabric. I would definitely say do this instead of the fabric mat. But you're not maximizing the capacity of all the area underneath your cabinet. So to give you an example, you know, if this, which ours is the size of a 36-inch cabinet, this is how much space you're losing. You know, so you're shifting it around, and if you centered it underneath the P-trap or pushed it all the way in the back, underneath your valves, you're kind of losing out on some areas to put product on, especially if you centered it. And if there was a leak, it's only being contained, or only a product spill here. If products are spilling around the perimeter, it's not doing anything. So a boot tray, as some people comment on, it's a quick fix, but it's not the best unless you're just really looking to fix your P-trap, you know, underneath your P-trap. So that's a boot tray. It's meant for boots. And then we've seen another one hit the market. I don't even know if you're going to be able to see this because it's clear, but here's another product. They did a good attempt. It's not flexible. Well, it is. It's almost like a liner for cookies. If you had Oreos and you pulled out an Oreo sheet, that's what this is. You know, it is textured. They did create a little bit of a texture and 4 walls. I'd say read your reviews. I think it'll be enough said. This product, I'm bringing it up here because I wasn't even going to show it. I don't even remember the price. I want to say it was less than $20. But for what it is, and it's so thin and crinky, it's like, you know what I'm saying. So that's it. That's the products. You may see some others pop up out there, but really, I think it just depends what you're looking for. If you want a quality product, you want a company that's going to stand behind the product, you got to talk about getting an Xtreme Mat. You know, we have the sizes, we have the colors, we have the water sensors. We're there. If there's a new size you need, let us know. We're working on them all the time. And if you are looking for bulk, if you do have a large property, if you're an apartment complex, property management group, whatever, give us a call. We do offer bulk pricing. And that is it. If you have any other questions, be sure, and I might have already mentioned this, email customerservice@xtrememats.com. We will get back with you with any answers, any sizes. We'll let you know if they are in production or if we're going to be putting them in production. And other than that, I thank you for your time. Take care.